Great shot of the Stockton Arena in Stockton, California just a few moments ago. Three-time champion head coach Kevin Guy addressed the Rattlers in his locker room.
We talked about it all week. The message has not changed, okay? It don't matter what happened in regular season, guys. It's going to come down to who's the best team on this day. Who's the best team on this day. So let's be relentless. Let's be physical. Let's dial into our techniques and fundamentals, and let's go take their hearts from them. We get a chance now. We got to go step on them and knock them out. Now, let's go. Say the prayer. Here we go.
AFL on ESPN, and for the fourth straight year in the National Conference title game, what a matchup, the Arizona Rattlers and the San Jose SaberCats. Only 4 teams remain in the 2015 AFL playoffs. National Conference title game, our matchup coming up momentarily tomorrow afternoon, Jacksonville at Philadelphia. Hello to everyone. Roy Wolf alongside friend and partner Anthony Herron. We've been waiting for this game all season. It was easy to predict. 4 years in a row these teams meet. Arizona, Anthony, is the 3-time defending champ. But why does it seem all the pressure is on San Jose?
Well, they say it all the time. Familiarity breeds contempt, and between these two franchises that continue to meet in postseason play, continue to be two of the more decorated football teams in the Arena Football League, Arizona has been on top the last 3 years on their way to an Arena Bowl championship. The SaberCats know they have to win this one tonight.
Two of the best quarterbacks in the AFL. Nick Davila for the Arizona Rattlers has consistently been the best quarterback going back to the 2010 season. Why is he such a good fit for this Rattlers offense?
On moments like this, nights like tonight, Nick Davila's veins are always at absolute zero. He shows up in postseason play, whether you're talking collegiate football, the AF2 level, and most certainly in the Arena Football League. But Eric Meyer has that MVP in his back pocket, but what he has yet to do is beat Nick Davila and make his way towards an Arena Bowl championship. Ric Flair said it best, to be the man, you got to beat the man.
All right, let's bring in the third member of our broadcast team to document this bitter rivalry. Let's bring in Steve Pappen.
Well, guys, this is a rivalry that dates back 20 years. This is a rivalry that's always been about business on the field, whether it was preseason, playoffs, regular season, and in 2 Arena Bowls. But when these two teams met last July 31st, it finally became personal. These two head coaches had gotten together after the game, some bad blood between the two. They were on the same coaching staff. It's all leading up to tonight's game. Guys, hold on to your hats, hold on to your seat, because tonight's going to be a wild ball game between these two teams.
Thank you very much, Steve. And yes, it is a bitter, bitter rivalry. San Jose wins the toss. They will get the ball at the start of the third quarter. Let's take a look at the rules of the game. And here they are, running clock until the final minute of each half. You see the dimensions, no punting, no outside stunting or twisting. Ball off the rebound net is live, and one wide receiver may be in forward motion prior to the snap. All right, they have busloads of SaberCat fans have made the trek from San Jose to Stockton. There's definitely a green and gold feel here. They brought their actual field with them. And there is Kevin Guy. And he was loose this morning when we talked to him. He's feeling confident. He said this is the first time this year, even though they're 0-2 this year, first time they've had a chance to have a full week of preparation. He thinks that can make a difference.
And there's the man, Darren Arbette, Arena Football Hall of Famer, 3 Arena Bowl championships, but over the last 3 seasons, the Arizona Rattlers have stood in his way.
Well, San Jose with the best record in the AFL, tying a league record, going 17-1, and then they won last week. 18-1 against 15-4. These two teams used to be regular contenders to meet in the actual Arena Bowl, and then they split up the AFL into the National and American conferences. And so this has become an annual rite of passage. Here we go. SaberCats and the Rattlers. And Nick Petrie, good kickoff, so it'll be a touchback in Arizona, led by Nick Davila. Trot onto the field. Nick Davila, 30 years of age, played his college ball at the University of Cincinnati. He's the reigning AFL MVP. Did miss some action this year. He got hurt, missed some games, but he's been healthy now for a couple of months. You see the numbers. Outstanding as usual. Now, San Jose's got an incredible pass rush. 44 sacks on the season. So be curious to see what Kevin Guy dials up early to get the ball out of Davila's hands, because Davila in the second half of that loss on the 31st got beat up pretty badly.
He took a pounding in that ball game, and really both pass rushes in the game tonight get after the quarterback at a high level. But Nick Davila leaving the game with an injury was far more recent than Meyer.
Windsor makes the catch, and OB makes the tackle after a gain of 8. Let's take a look at our GoRBing.com impact players.
On the offensive side of the ball for the Arizona Rattlers, Rod Windsor, maybe the best receiver in the Arena Football League. Defensively, Jason Stewart, the reigning Riddell Defensive Player of the Year, had 10 sacks this season, which led nose guards in the AFL at his position.
Windsor in motion. It appears San Jose jumped free play for Davila, and Windsor didn't see the offside, so he was not aware he wanted it to take it up the sideline, and Davila threw it there, and Windsor was not aware of it. Offsides on Rodney Fritz.
That'll certainly be important for Davila in tonight's game, to mix up the snap count, and for Kevin Guy to not get in too much of a rhythm, going too much 5-step consistently, so this pass rush can stay off kilter.
Points are hard to come by against San Jose, giving up less than 37 points per game. It's Michael Benson. And Benson, gain of 4, and that's another way to keep that defense honest, is running the football.
Michael Benson certainly has the ability to do that at a high level. You see them mixing up the plays very early in this game. We've seen some hard count, we've seen a run play, we've seen 3-step, a lot of things that can kill the pass rush, and doesn't just affect it here on the first drive, but you're trying to land those body blows to potentially tire them out later.
Davila, pump fake, and he's gonna check it down. Windsor, the catch. And that ball was perfectly thrown as he checked down, put it only where his receiver could get it.
He looked deep initially, thinking about delivering the football to Kerry Reed, looked it off and then delivered short, and as you mentioned, an extremely accurate pass to Rod Windsor on the outside. Reed was matched up one-on-one in the middle of the field with Ken Fontenette, who was second in the AFL in interceptions this season. And
second team All-Arena. A lot of people think he should have been first team. But that's on the coaches. They're the ones who vote for first and second team All-Arena, as Chase DeAtter on the quick hitter, and real impressed with Kevin Guy's play calling here on the opening drive.
Without a doubt, and to do this on the opening drive is one thing. Kevin Guy isn't a guy who scripts his plays specifically through the first 10 to 15 snaps like some people do, but to keep this mixing of the rhythm going will be important tonight.
Last year in this same matchup, Davila threw for 276 yards and 8 touchdowns. Fake the wide receiver screen, going over the top. Windsor's there, and he's got it. Touchdown, Rattlers.
The ball handling in the backfield, worthy of an and one mixtape. The pump out to the side, then eyes flashing up the boards. Fred Obi was in position. Coverage not bad because he was in man, so his eyes weren't in the backfield, but it created the space where the middle defensive back, Fontenette, couldn't react and try to condense that area.
Well, that's certainly quite a start for the Arizona Rattlers. Nick Davila finding his #1 target, Rod Windsor. Did you say put it in the breadbasket, Anthony? That throw was exceptional. Alex Zendejas' extra point is up and good. Nick Davila, so comfortable in big games, and the Latin laser puts it right on the #1. Rattlers with the early lead. Strong opening drive for the Rattlers. They lead 7-0. Next Saturday, ESPN brings you Arena Bowl 28. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern. 3 possible locations. If San Jose wins, they would host. If Arizona wins and Philadelphia wins, then Philadelphia would host. If Arizona wins and Jacksonville wins, Arizona would host. The only team that cannot host is Jacksonville.
Staff here in Stockton did a phenomenal job bringing the SAP Center here to the Stockton Arena.
Reggie Gray high off the net. He's dangerous. Had a kick return for a touchdown last week, but he is buried at the 4-yard line.
Zone eyes are usually where you use the type of ball handling we saw from Nick Davila on the previous play, where he'll pump fake the ball out to the sideline, but because Fred Obie moves over, goes man with the flash at the top of the screen, his eyes are locked here on Windsor the entire way. As Windsor works his way up the boards, Obie wheels with him, but the ball just so accurate from Nick Davila. He couldn't have walked out and handed it to Windsor any more clearly.
Here is Eric Meyer, 32 years of age, played at Eastern Washington. All kinds of time, and then gets rid of it. And it's a short game for Reggie Gray. Now, one thing I think it's important for us to note with Eric Meyer is, where will his emotions be? Because he's acknowledged to me in other games, he'd get a little too amped in the big games, and this is as big a game as he's had in his AFL career.
Coming off of one of the most efficient passing seasons of his career, working with Terry Malley, the offensive coordinator who rejoined the SaberCats this season, they've reined in some of that, freelance playmaking that Meyer became known for.
Well, it's an offside that Meyer scrambles, throws downfield, caught, touchdown SaberCats.
Reggie Smith and the officiating crew conferencing together to confirm what it is. There's 15 out of the 16 bodies on the field in the opposing end zone.
Offside. Defense, number 97. The penalty is declined. Result of the play. Touchdown.
42-yard touchdown pass, and Eric Meyer showed his ability to make things happen.
Here's a bit of that freelance that I was just saying they got out of his system, but E-Money able to extend the play, work out towards the boards, and throw it back across his body for 6.
High snap, Nathan Stanley sets it down, kick is up, and it is good. Eric Meyer, best season of his career, and off to a good start here tonight. 1 play and a touchdown. Eric Meyer, he's got this game all tied up, making things happen.
We're seeing 2 very different styles from the quarterbacks on the field, and we'll continue to see it throughout the game. That last touchdown pass from Meyer, a quintessential look at what he is as a playmaker, that extension of the play, and a willingness to just throw it into traffic. Obviously, knowing the penalty flag was on the field factored into that as well, but he's got a willingness to take some chances, to go for the big play when maybe it doesn't look completely open to your standard quarterback.
And Nick Davila will be a model of efficiency. He is going to throw where his reads dictate. He will not make, he will not make plays outside of the pocket very often. Keith Brown waits deep. Plays it cleanly. Here comes Brown and Cleveland Thomas. One of the great vets makes the tackle, and let's go downstairs to see Papin.
Yeah, I'm here with Eric Meyer. This is arguably the most important game and the biggest game you've been in your arena football career. What are your emotions like? What's it feel like being in this ball game?
It's exciting. It's a lot of fun, and this is a great opportunity for myself and this team.
Arizona scored first. You guys answered. You came back with a busted play. You were able to find your receiver for the touchdown. Was that something you thought the whistle was going to be blown, or did you just keep playing until you heard the whistle?
I saw the flag, didn't hear the whistle, so I knew I was going to have a free play.
Thank you, Eric. Back to you guys.
Thank you, gentlemen. 1st and 10, Davila. Again, looking for Windsor, and Obie in the right place, but there's a flag. He didn't turn and face the football, and he's going to get the flag here.
Pass interference. Defense, number 22. 10-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
This appears to be where the Arizona Rattlers want to attack in tonight's game. While San Jose plays a little more zone than they used to, but their defensive coordinator, Cedric Walker, he'll get into modes where he goes ANC. It's always man coverage, and so far in this game, we're seeing man across the board from the best defense in the Arena Football League.
Flag down, Davila throws, it's tipped. I got a question for you, Big Am.
I hopefully have an answer.
If you're a casual observer of arena football, you think, why is Rod Windsor ever man-to-man with Fred Obie when you've got Ken Fontenette, one of the best middle safeties in the game?
And schematically what you're trying to force is because the pass rush from San Jose is so great. We'll get the call from Reggie Smith. Second penalty is going to be declined.
Illegal formation. No split end was on the line of scrimmage. Offense. The penalty is declined. It's second down.
But by going man, you're in a position where you can force the quarterback to hold the football a little bit longer because you're impeding the process and the progress of the wide receivers as they advance on you. And so you're giving that pass rush an extra beat to get home.
Plenty of time on the play clock as Kevin Guy gives his play call to Nick Davila. Nick Davila and the Rattlers have not lost a playoff game since the 2011 Arena Bowl. Davila, people around him, and a little bit too much on the throw, looking for Chase DeAtter. It is staggering to think we were there when Arizona lost on the final play to Jacksonville. It seems like a lifetime ago. They haven't lost a playoff game since then.
The Arena Bowl back in 2011.
Right, Z-Moon, 1-1-1, 50-zip, fullback delay, I want it.
Third down.
Stockton Arena very loud right now, believe, off the Nick Davila mic, a fullback delay on the way to Michael Benson.
He's open, he's got the football and the first down. The big fella, Michael Benson at 275 pounds, gets it to the San Jose 20-yard line.
Benson's had a rushing touchdown in the last 4 games he's played. Nice delayed release there, where you still force the MAC linebacker to think he can be a pass rusher because you show a pass protection look, and then he sort of bursts through the open A gap. Very well executed play from the Rattlers.
0-9, on to ready.
Davila steps up, throws. DeAtter goes to the turf and cannot make the catch. We have the wonderful joy of getting to hear Kevin Guy down on the field talk to his quarterback. Let's listen in.
Okay, here we go. Z-flex right. Z-zoom. 1-on-1. Let's go.
Hey, let's go. Hey, 30 cut. Z-flex right, Z-zoom, 1-1-1, I want it.
You see hitch routes coming across the board. All 3 receivers won't be any further than 5 yards downfield.
Windsor the catch, and he does not have the first down. We'll bring up 3rd and 2. These two have been quite the tandem, Nick Davila and Rod Windsor. Windsor played in the NFL with the Cleveland Browns. Had an incredible career. The two of them both 30 years of age. There's still plenty in the tank. This could be a combination for a few more years. The other guy has been a consistent part of these championship teams will be in motion. Kerry Reed, who played his college ball at Michigan State. And they're looking for Kerry Reed, and he has it. And the first down, he wasn't touched. He's in. No, they're going to mark him out at the 2. There was not an initial signal. I don't think Reed thought the defender was in contact with him.
Remember the rule in the Arena Football League, receiver catches it cleanly. Reed is actually laying on the boards. Now, whether or not he's down by contact depends on if one of the defenders actually touched him while he was out of bounds. But then the question would be, is it worth a challenge here on the 1-yard line when you've got a big cruising fullback like Michael Benson?
Benson rushed for 17 rushing touchdowns. And as Anthony mentioned a moment ago, a rushing touchdown in 4 straight games. Make it 5. Touchdown, Rattlers. There is a flag down, and it's going against San Jose.
Offside. Defense number 13. Lined up in the neutral zone. The penalty is declined. Result of the play. Touchdown.
This is just a fullback dive play. You bury it in behind the center, Brennan Carvalho. And they get some movement there at the point of attack. Francis Maka couldn't quite get off the block, and Jason Stewart got walked back in the middle. You don't see that too frequently.
Zendejas converts the extra point. A little more than 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Arizona offense 2 for 2 and lead 14-7. 2012, Mo Purify and the Arizona Rattlers dismantle the Philadelphia Soul. 2013, again, the Rattlers repeat, taking down the Soul. And then last year, one of many highlights, this is a classic. Kerry Reed, the pick six, and Kevin Guy running it in with him. And the Arizona Rattlers, they are a dynasty for sure. 3 straight Arena Bowl titles, 4 straight Arena Bowl appearances, 10 straight playoff wins, and the most wins in the history of the AFL.
Now, the branch off of that is that this is a football team since 2011 that's played well over 100 games. I mean, more than any other team in professional football history, and so there's a lot of mileage on some of the key cogs in the lineup for the Rattlers. Early on, they don't look any worse than wear.
Reggie Gray. And Gray has the seam. And tackled from behind. Good hustle from Marquise Floyd. So San Jose will start out in Arizona territory.
This is what one of the top playmakers in the Arena Football League has the ability to do. Big play, Reggie Gray can increase the voltage in a building on any given snap.
33 yards on the return for Reggie Gray. Meyer 2 for 2 on the opening drive. You see the numbers for Reggie Gray just off the charts. He was named first team All-Arena this week. Meyer all day wide open. Mo Purify. Touchdown SaberCats.
All 8 green jerseys met in the end zone with E-Money and Mo Purify. Really different than I anticipated the two offenses operating, because it's been more the deep ball, the big play, the long pass here early from San Jose.
Extra point on the way, and it is good. And just like that, game tied at 14. Excellent start for Eric Meyer, and now Mo Purify. And what a change to go from being on the Rattlers to being on the SaberCats.
It was just a stutter go. He was matched up one-on-one with Marquise Floyd, and he did a great job getting the eyes inside. That forced Floyd to drop his eyes into the backfield as well. There's the entire team, especially Meyer and Purify, loving the result of the play.
Purify playing now in his 5th game this year with the SaberCats. In the first game, he only played a couple of plays. You really make a case it's really 4 games. But during the regular season, came in 6 receiving touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns. Mo Purify, when healthy, right there with Ron Windsor, amongst the best receivers in the game.
He's such a talented force, former Cincinnati Bengal. Won the last 3 Arena Bowls with the Arizona Rattlers, now joining the SaberCats this season. And he gives the Batman to the Robin, or really vice versa, that is Reggie Gray in this receiver corps for San Jose. If you can find a way to control Reggie Gray, then you have to find a way to worry about Maurice Purify. It's so difficult to shut down both.
Marquise Brown is deep for the Rattlers. Low kick. And underneath the crossbar. Well done. It'll be a touchback. Tomorrow, Sunday Night Baseball features Buster Posey and the Giants as they visit Andrew McCutchen and the Pirates. Coverage from Pittsburgh begins with Sunday Night Countdown at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Nick Davila so far 7 for 10, 62 yards and a touchdown. Last meeting against San Jose had a quarterback rating of just over 66 for the season, averaging quarterback rating of 118. So really struggled last time out, but so far so good. And quick shuffle pass over to Chase Theater, who stays in bounds across the 10. And they're going to mark him out just at the 11-yard line. Yeah, they're doing a lot of things to keep that defense off balance.
Arizona acquired DeAdder in a trade from Jacksonville earlier in the season, and it was a pleasant surprise for Kevin Guy because he's really been able to help Rod Windsor at points in the season where other receivers have been injured, been in and out of the lineup. DeAdder's been in and out of the lineup at different points himself as well.
It's Benson first down and more. So we're seeing a real different game plan between these two teams offensively.
What makes this work is when you can get the defensive end, in this case Rodney Fritz, to fly up the field. That creates the running lane that Michael Benson and the Arizona Rattlers are able to exploit. It's just another tool that you have to slow down the pass rush, because a great pass rush tends to take commitment if you're going to get home off the edge.
Listen up. Hold up. Hey, hold up. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Go. Come on, touch.
And it appears Jason Stewart jumped. He was looking at the play clock because it's down low where he could see it. I think he tried to time it.
That's no crafty 7-year vet going for it. Got off just a hair early.
Offside, defense, number 99, unabated for the quarterback. San Jose is in the bonus for the remainder of the game. That's a 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So look at where that play clock is. So, you know, Jason Stewart's down in his stance. All he's got to do is just look a little bit to his right. There's the play clock, and he saw it was down at 2 and 1. He figured out what was going.
You normally see a defensive end try to use the high motion wide receiver in the Arena Football League to time up the snap count. Here to know Stewart, because he's got the vantage point, and he saw Nick Davila with the clock running down, decided to take a chance.
Davila with time, and it's Windsor. He can only get one hand on it. Cleveland Thomas just threw the back of his hand into the face mask of Rod Windsor. And things we know are going to be chippy tonight, but the veteran has to know better right in front of the official.
Steve Pappen was talking to us about it during the pregame as we had the broadcast open. It's been chippy throughout the season with these two teams. One of the great rivalries in the Arena Football League. Have to keep emotions under control.
The result of the play is an incomplete pass. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 8. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I think part of that from Reggie Smith's crew is to make sure that they're keeping moments like this under control, because this crew most certainly knows that these two teams had melees in both games where they faced each other this season. A little jawing, a little barking from Rod Windsor after the play, but then the physical contact comes from Clee Thomas.
First and 10. It's Benson. And this time Fritz doesn't run up the field and makes the play.
That's a well-executed play from Rodney Fritz. But then, conversely, what that does is it shows you that his pass rush is now less aggressive because he's mindful of the run.
Well, Arizona dominates time of possession in the opening quarter of this National Conference title game. All the fireworks, theatrics of the AFL on display. The winner goes to Arena Bowl 28. Is brought to you by Go RVing. Visit GoRVing.com to find the dealer and RV that's right for you. Stockton, California, the site for the National Conference title game. Two heavyweights, Arizona and San Jose. Quarterback comparison, both guys very efficient. Well, San Jose was barely on the field offensively. They only had it for 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Arizona, 11 minutes and 49 seconds. I know, Romy don't think it matters, but at the end of the game, it could matter just because the defense could be tired potentially for San Jose.
It's important against that pass rush.
Davila. DeAdder makes the catch and has enough for a first down. It's going to be first and goal at the 5.
These routes being focused on from Arizona, just using the out route, delivering on time to DeAdder, just continuing to move the football forward in a methodical fashion. Nick Davila has taken no punishment. Best pass rush in the AFL so far in this game.
Davila throws it up, looking for Windsor. Does he hold on? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Rattlers.
Cleveland Thomas in the end zone trying to make the case. Rod Windsor used the boards as he went towards the corner to control the football. And you're not able to use, you're not allowed to by rule use an apparatus outside the framework of the field to catch the football. But if the officials rule that you actually have control of the football, similar to if the ball touches the ground in the field of play, if they feel you controlled the football, it's still ruled a grab.
I like the word choice of apparatus. I don't think that mat's been referred to as an apparatus before. It's got to be feeling pretty good about itself.
I hope it does.
21-14 to score. Rod Windsor has gotten into the paint twice already. Here's touchdown number 2. Two great veterans going toe-to-toe. Tomorrow on SportsCenter, athletes, celebrities, and local residents announce their dedication to New Orleans on the 10th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. SC Featured presents Dear New Orleans tomorrow at 10 a.m. on SportsCenter. I know New Orleans, one of your favorite cities. Man who likes a good meal, it's a good place to have one.
Great meals in NOLA.
We even went for New Orleans flavored meal at Stockton last night.
True.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yes.
This is my first trip to Stockton.
Me too. Reggie Gray from the corner of the end zone. And he's in trouble, and McAdoo tackles him at the 1-yard line. Let's go to Steve Pappen.
I'm here with Rod Windsor, and Rod, you know, early on in the ball game, you have 2 touchdowns already. What's it like for you trying to get these other receivers into the ball game, or are you just saying, put it on my back and follow me?
No, man, I'm trying to make it a team game. I'm trying to go in there and go out there and play hard and let them match my intensity. And that's what I'm trying to do, man, try to get the guys going, trying to get this win.
We saw a little something going on over there with you and Cleveland over the wall. Can you explain to us, you know, why you're a little upset or what happened over there?
Well, you know, just like the guy in Spokane that got hurt, he got pushed into the wall. I just didn't like the fact that the ball was gone and he pushed me still in the wall. I mean, that's the only thing. I just got a little upset, but it's football.
Thanks a lot, Hot Rock. Back to you guys.
Thank you. Meyer, touch pass. Purify's got it. What a throw and what a catch.
This pass indicates to me that Eric Meyer is in rhythm, because he's known as the guy holding the football, the awkward arm angles at times, but there, you want to talk about dropping a teardrop in the bucket to a receiver who just had about a half a step on the defense.
Maurice Purify was Arizona's star in their 2012 Arena Bowl triumph. 7 touchdowns in that game. He was the offensive player of the game. The screen to Reggie Gray, and Arizona not fooled, and a late flag comes in.
Personal foul, illegal crackback block. Offense number 11. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
That's DJ Stevens guilty. Now we'll back up the SaberCats into their own territory.
We're good. Hey, on two. Right wing zoom, 50, 048, on 2.
Could be a big possibility here. Jeremy Kellum doesn't end up pedaling. Let's see what Reggie Gray.
We've got flags before the play. And Cliff Dukes hits Eric Meyer, and that's not going to be well received by the fans here. And Meyer, as you can see, is limping. You can't have quarterbacks take hits there.
Full start. Offense number 11. 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
Anthony, whose mistake is it? If it's an offensive foul, why is the quarterback getting hit there?
By number 75.
Well, as we referenced earlier in the game, both quarterbacks have had to leave the lineup with injuries in the prior 2 contests, and there, you know, Cliff Dukes is getting flung into the legs of the quarterback by the pass protector Cornelius Dixon, and so that's really on the offensive guy as much as anything.
Meyer gets it out to Purify, and he breaks a tackle, breaks 2. And Mo Purify has the first down on 1st and 20. He picks up 22 yards.
And he's still hobbling. He's been hobbling the last few snaps that he's been on the field, but still so difficult to bring down after the catch. Maurice Purified, 6'4", 230 pounds. Built like a freight train. You see there, already shrugged off 2 different tacklers, and the other white jerseys have to come in and try to help stop him before he just bowls people into the end zone.
Purified, 5th year in the league. He was the Rookie of the Year with the Georgia Force back in 2011. Had 46 touchdowns that year for the former Nebraska Cornhuskers. Meyer throws, and it's incomplete. Reggie Gray, the intended target. And we will get a chance to listen in. Once Eric Meyer gets into the huddle, Kamani Jones, the center, has the mic on. We'll be able to hear the play call from Meyer. First incompletion for Eric Meyer on the night, now 6 for 7.
Here we go. Left wing zoom, 50. 3-9 smash, on 2.
Smash concept will be coming to the field side. 2-by-1 formation. They'll have an opportunity towards the corner.
Meyer throws, touch. Gray can't get to it. Third down coming up.
Looking to hit Reggie Gray on the corner route coming towards the short side. My formation actually flopped it from where the terminology would have indicated.
Meyer, lots of time. Now he's going to scramble. And he'll throw that away. Dangerously close to hitting the last part of the iron up there. And if it hits off that and carries back into play, it's anybody's football.
As the snap progressed, I'm thinking just throw the football away, get rid of it, throw it into the stands. But
Anywhere.
this is what he's got the ability to do. He can extend the play, look for an opportunity, and he did at least throw it in an area where his receiver, DJ Stevens, was the only one with an opportunity.
Let's get the call here on 4th down.
Left Z short, left Z short. Let's go 50. Read, 0, sail, almost ready.
Who will flinch first here?
This would be the sail concept towards the corner.
Meyer throws, Gray's open, touchdown SaberCats. Hold everything. There's a flag down at the 14-yard line. And Reggie Smith has the call, and he's acting like it's against San Jose.
Holding. Offense number 75. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 4th down.
It's Cornelius Dixon off the edge again. He's actually with the Arizona Rattlers in 2013 and 2014. They're at the top of the screen, matched up with Cliff Dukes. Dukes beats him inside, and he used the leg whip to take him down.
It becomes far more challenging. Now, they can get a first down at the 1-yard line, but it's 4th down outside the 20. San Jose already with 7 penalties for 55 yards. Arizona has not been penalized yet. Meyer throwing, going for it. Oh, open receiver, foot is down. Touchdown, SaberCats.
The former Iowa State Cyclone, Darius Reynolds, was an all-arena performer in 2014. He's sort of just been another guy in the lineup at times for San Jose this season, but that's the type of ability he flashes. Reynolds had 126 grabs last year with the Iowa Barnstormers and 39 touchdowns.
Extra point is up, and it is good, and a flag comes in. Nick Pertwee, the kicker, was hit after the kick, and momentarily at least shaken up.
There is no foul for roughing the kicker. The kicker flopped. The extra point is good.
How about that explanation? Tell us what happened, Reggie. He flopped. Acting school is in session. Meyer converts the big 4th down.
Acrobatics on display from Stockton, California. Darius Reynolds will run another stutter route that we've been seeing San Jose use throughout the game, and this time, Eric Meyer throwing the football into traffic and the acrobatics. Able to go up and high point the football. He brings it in over 2 defenders, and remember, only 1 foot necessary in the Arena Football League. And so there, Darius Reynolds, clean grab, 1 foot down, taking both defenders to flight school for 6.
See a very happy receiver right there. Big smile.
I'd be smiling if I was him.
Yeah. You couldn't do that even on your best day back in the day?
Oh, no.
Fair enough.
My best day as a cyborg with a cape and all kinds of rocket boots.
Arkeith Brown, and Brown is put to the ground at the 8-yard line.
And Steve Pappin is down at field level. And Steve, you've watched Eric Meyer and Nick Davila as closely as anyone in recent years. How would you describe the contrasting styles between the 2 quarterbacks?
That's simple. Go back a couple years when Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers were in Green Bay. Nick Davila is Aaron Rodgers. He's calm, he's cool, under pressure, he stays calm. Whereas Nick Meyer is Brett Favre. He's always going to try and make plays. He's always going to try and get the ball out and create that play with his legs. They're very different quarterbacks, but they're both competitors.
Davila, pressure's coming. He steps away looking for Windsor. He's got it. Rod Windsor says, "Get off of me." Takes it for 6. Touchdown, Rattlers. But Nick Davila says, "All right, Eric Meyer, I can make a play after it breaks down."
I mean, the pass rush, it appeared all 4 San Jose SaberCats pass rushers penetrated into the backfield. And here, from a great vantage point, the Latin Laser says, "You think you got mobility? Let's see, I'm your Huckleberry, and that's just my game."
Davila's over there coaching up defensive backs. He is fired up.
Score for score, strike for strike between 2 of the best in the business. This is fun.
Not a good snap, but well done to convert the extra point. I tell you, with these teams playing like this, a missed extra point could decide this thing. Ron Windsor's already got 3 receiving touchdowns. He's got a big thank for his quarterback. Makes the play, and Windsor does the rest. Rattlers lead by 7. Winner to Arena Bowl 28. A new venue for the AFL, Stockton, California. SaberCats hosting here in Stockton. They have bussed up lots and lots of fans dressed in green and gold. And they have been treated to a great start to this National Conference title game. Then Dejas to kick it off. Reggie Gray waits deep for the SaberCats. That's off the bar, and well played by Reggie Gray. That hit the 1. He cuts it back, and then tackles. Great hustle, Michael McAdoo. McAdoo played his college ball at North Carolina, and he made 2nd team All-Arena this year despite only playing in 14 games.
Set a team rookie record with 11 sacks during the regular season for the Arizona Rattlers.
Eric Meyer, the 2013 AFL MVP. Here in 2015, makes 2nd team All-Arena. There you see McAdoo. He had a Cassius Clay-like moment when we interviewed him a few weeks back. Everybody told him he couldn't play at 250 pounds. And he said emphatically that he can play at 250 pounds. He got nicked up last week. He was a game-time decision. There is a flag. I think that they're going to get to Jack linebacker and then a late hit as well. And Antaj Hawthorne, who injured Eric Meyer earlier this season, ends up laying on top of the body of Eric Meyer.
After a rather emphatic hit. It's a great move.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Encroachment of the 2nd neutral zone. Defense number 94. That penalty is declined. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 77. punishing with the full weight of his body. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So the MAC linebacker, Tyreek Glasper, flinches before the snap. Then after a great pass rush move, Antaj Hawthorne picks up a second penalty flag. That flinch is the violation of the second neutral zone because he's not allowed to move forward. Excellent move there from Hawthorne, but then the punishing tackle ruled by the official. They actually didn't call it a late hit. They said that he drove him down with punishing force, which for me, whenever I hit a quarterback, I tended to attempt to use punishing force.
Right.
I felt it was part of my job description as a defensive lineman, that is. Not as a broadcaster.
Yeah, please don't do that in the booth. That wouldn't work out well. Do you agree with the call?
No, I don't. But I'm biased.
Yeah, but I'm with you.
I'm biased.
I thought it was pretty clean.
Well, you're not biased, so
Yeah.
if you agree, then good.
First and goal. Myers throws, great, the catch, no place to go. Jeremy Kellum all over, just a gain of 2. Oh, now they're going to say incomplete. If the side judge from the other side of the field came all the way down to say it was incomplete.
Very close because initially it appeared a clean catch, but there you do have to control it all the way down through the ground. So they ruled there that it was an incomplete pass.
Myers stumbles, throws, and it's incomplete. There are flags, at least one flag in the end zone.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense number 20. Half the distance to the goal, automatic, first down.
That's Jeremy Kellum will put together just an incredible season as the middle safety for the Rattlers. First team All-Arena.
He's grown throughout his career. He's been second team All-Arena in the past. He was a candidate for Rookie of the Year back during the 2012 season. I'll tell you what, throughout this first half, there's fullbacks and MAC linebackers going at it. Odie Armstrong has been phenomenal in pass protection so far.
Myers throws to Purify, and Purify just says, get away from me to one guy. Brought down at the 1, but there is a flag down.
He's quite a tool to have as a quarterback. And just float a swing pass out to the sideline.
Illegal defense, number 20, quarterback blitz. Half the distance to the goal, automatic, first down.
This red zone territory is where things can get interesting because Mo Purify, while he's statuesque as a wideout, hasn't always been a fade ball, a jump ball sort of receiver. He's great run after catch. Odie Armstrong, a great runner in this area, though.
They give it to Odie. He's in for 6. Touchdown, SaberCats.
The edge blocking is where this play is really set up. Rich Wranglin, All-Arena yet again this season. This takes on the defensive end, moves the line of scrimmage with extreme prejudice, and then Odie Armstrong, one of the all-time leading rushers in the AFL, knows what to do.
Extra point is up and good, but keep in mind, Arizona was pretty close to blocking that extra point. Again, at the pace of this game, a missed extra point could end up being a huge factor down the stretch, and extra points are not guaranteed in the AFL. 4 teams remain as of the moment. This is the National Conference Championship game, and then the American Conference. Tomorrow, Jacksonville against Philadelphia. 2 great quarterbacks in that game, Dan Rodabaugh and Tommy Grady. Jacksonville assembled a virtual all-star team in the offseason, but they've got to go up to Philadelphia and win. They've beaten Philadelphia this season. What do you think of that matchup?
I'm certainly going to be tuned in on CBS Sports Network at 5 Eastern watching it. You know, Philadelphia having home field advantage there will be big for them at the Wells Fargo Center. Jacksonville, I felt, was the most talented team in the American Conference throughout the season, but they didn't always play to that level. started off 1-5 after being 0-4 earlier in the season. Really looking forward to that. I think the 4 best teams, the 4 most talented teams, I believe, are remaining at this point. What's interesting, I actually put this fun fact on Twitter earlier in the afternoon. Potentially the 4 best defenses, the 4 top scoring defenses in the AFL, 4 tops in turnover margin.
Onside kick. Arizona knew it was coming, and Rod Windsor, the veteran, just both hands knocks it into the stands. Are you surprised with 2:27 to go in the half they went onside kick, and they made it very obvious they were going onside kick?
I like the call. I do. I think it's a good decision from Darren Arbette because of how the offenses are performing. So you take advantage of an opportunity to try and steal a possession. If you don't get it, now you've left plenty of time for your offense once this drive comes to a head to try and close out the half with the football.
Well, we certainly could have several possessions before this half is complete. Davila stumbled a moment, and Deanna, the ball was already in there, and a flag's going to come in. There was contact.
Pass interference, offense number 1. The penalty is declined. It's second down.
So declining that penalty, that's another sign that now they're willing to take it to second down. They don't need to gain any yards defensively on it, hoping this drive will end sooner than later so they get the football back more quickly.
With time, he throws it, miscommunication. Davila and Kerry Reed not on the same page there.
And then Kevin Guy went over and made sure it was communicated properly with Kerry Reed after that. They were expecting the wheel route, whereas Kerry Reed just ran a standard out.
Getting loud here at Stockton Arena. Let's take a listen to the call.
Hey, 5 step, trips right up, next zoom. Thank you, option L1, hey.
The option route coming.
Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. All instant replay challenges will be initiated by the replay official. There's a timeout on the field.
1 minute warning. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Hey there, I'm Zubin Mehenti in our Arena League studio. Coming up at the half, the other half of Conference Championship Weekend, we get you set for Jacksonville and Philadelphia, and why where the game is being played could be the key to victory between the Sharks and the Soul. Ari, guys, we'll see you in the half in less than 1 minute.
Thanks, Zubin. Very entertaining first half. 60 seconds remain. The 1 minute timing rules are now in effect. They're almost identical to the outdoor game. If a player is near the sideboards and wants the clock to stop, they just have to give themselves up and reach the ball over the boards. If they're tackled into the boards, the clock will stop, and the clock will stop on any incompletion. Third down. Davila throws, and that's going to skip, and there is a flag down at the 2-yard line. Fred Obi is unhappy. He needs to be careful.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense number 22. Half distance to the goal, automatic, first down.
And if Kevin Guy is watching this reaction from Obi, I'd go at him right now, because he seems to be very upset.
They haven't had any problem going at him throughout the first half anyway. I don't know if that'll change here. But Fred Obi, if you're going to attack any defensive back there, Ken Fontenette had an MVP calendar season. Cleveland Thomas, future Hall of Famer. Well, Fred Obi's just a guy in that secondary. He had a good season, but if there's anyone they're going to attack, it's going to be Fred Obi.
So now first and goal, and Arizona can control the clock, and it's Benson. frankly, I don't think they're upset about that. I think they'd like to see San Jose use their timeouts now or let the clock wind down.
San Jose calls their first charge timeout. 30 seconds.
For the latest news, scores, and stats, log on to arenafootball.com. Whether you want to check out special features on the league's brightest stars or watch live games via the ESPN3 video player, arenafootball.com is where it's at.
What do you want?
2nd and goal coming up.
Big Sam
Five step by one. Z right. Z zoom. Cobra. 2. Smash takeoff. Ball one.
Let's see, Francis Maka hasn't made his mark from the MAC linebacker position yet. Here he comes.
And Deatter, he had Obi all over him. He had an official right in front of him as well. He seemed like he got double teamed, but there was only one SaberCat there.
Certainly respect the energy that Fred Obi is playing with, trying to respond to the challenge, and the Rattlers have most certainly been challenging him throughout the game. Mac O stunt there as Francis Maka wraps around, coming off the blocker, able to get one of the few hits on Nick Davila so far in the first half.
Rod Windsor has 3 touchdowns. He's in motion. Davila steps up, throws. It's Windsor. Touchdown, Rattlers. Rod Windsor, 4 first-half touchdowns.
After you take a big hit on the previous snap, Nick Davila unfazed, unaffected. There's still plenty of time here. San Jose gets the football back.
Well, so much time. You think an onside kick's coming from Arizona? Because usually the basement's 40 seconds on that decision. Zendejas makes the extra point, and this is a big decision here for Kevin Guy.
It is. And here, let's look at the wizardry in the pocket before we have that discussion, because Nick Davila, as he operates the pocket, he's looking here as Windsor operates in the zone there and then uses the eyes to look off the defense and then whips his eyes around. But as the pocket starts to collapse around Davila, the edge rush from Fritz steps up, but then doesn't step all the way into contact. But there, runs through some contact there from Windsor, and then whips the head around right at the right second as Davila delivers him the football. You see there, just manipulating the pocket as a quarterback, not as an athlete, not looking to run around, protects the football, dips the shoulder, and then right on time throws it to Windsor. The pocket mechanics off the charts there on that play from Nick Davila.
And how about him and Rod Windsor? Windsor now 7 catches, 90 yards, and 4 touchdowns in the first half.
Just in this half, huh?
Yeah.
Not a bad day's work.
And his last 3 catches were all touchdowns.
Well, Steve Pappin asked him if you're going to just take the whole game on your shoulders. Rod Windsor said the right thing about it being a team sport and blah, blah, blah. That might be the baddest guy in the AFL.
Well, if you listen to him, he sure is. He's got that deep voice. That's off the iron. That's a free football, and Gray's got it. And if he comes out, he does. And he gets upended by Arkeith Brown at the 4-yard line. So they don't go for the onside kick. Reggie Gray slow to get up. And now, time for Eric Meyer. There's tons of time. They got 2 timeouts. And they get the ball at the start of the 3rd quarter. Does that play into how you go about this drive?
I believe they can certainly be as aggressive as they want to be here. More interested in the secondary even from Arizona and how they play this. Will they try to show some man to take Eric Meyer out of rhythm early in the drive?
Yep. Hands down. Here we go. So left wing zoom. 30 firm. 3-3-1 on 1. Ready?
We will see a hitch route on the outside. A couple of drags.
And Meyer completes it. Real good looking throw there to DJ Stevens. And then San Jose gets a timeout. The clock is continuing to work. They're going to put some more time on it. That would be my guess. They went all the way down to 31. They've still got plenty of time to work with. So one timeout remains for the SaberCats.
Think about what it took to bring the SAP Center all the way here to the Stockton Arena. I mean, the banners are hanging. The team arriving is one thing, but there was so much setup that it took for staff and personnel to get this building ready.
I was most impressed that all the banners are here. I mean, I looked up and thought, wow, that must have taken a lot of effort, because they've won a lot, as you can see. 3 titles, lots of division titles. But it's been a long time since they've won an Arena Bowl, since 2007. Meyer all day going for it all to Purify. And Keith Brown, textbook defense.
Clean pocket as the protection holds up again. One-on-one coverage. This outstanding flip with the hips and taking the proper angle to the football by Keith Brown while it's in flight. A lot of defensive backs panic in that scenario and look to undercut the route, start to tug at the receiver when they don't really need to. Brown stayed calm and stayed in perfect position.
Meyer. It's Purify, and he has 11 yards and a first down. Clock stopped with 21 seconds to go in the half.
It's good timing on the throw and catch here from Meyer. As Odie Armstrong is putting on a clinic there in the middle, whether it's been Antosh Hawthorne or Tyree Glasper. Armstrong has been aggressive up into the A gaps, getting into the chest and the face mask of the interior from that Arizona pass rush. We saw one time where Hawthorne came through with a clean head on the pocket, but Odie Armstrong is playing some football right now.
Movement from the Rattlers. Free play for Eric Meyer, and he throws that one up, and it's incomplete. Both quarterbacks have done a good job of getting the opposing defense to jump off sides, and with those penalties, they add up. You can't keep doing them all night, or the penalties become more severe.
It's excellent game planning and good execution. The ability, the willingness to stick with it during the game as well, using the hard count. Hard count, run plays, 3-step drops. Saw a screen pass earlier in the game from Arizona. There's the top 2 pass rushing units in the Arena Football League. San Jose had 44 sacks on the season. Arizona was number 2 with 34. So the group rush mentality that both teams bring, you have to keep them off balance.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Offside defense, number 77. That penalty is declined. Encroachment of the second neutral zone. Defense, number 94. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
It's the second time that Tyree Glasper has had a penalty for encroachment of the second neutral zone. You're not allowed to be moving forward prior to the snap of the football from that MAC linebacker position. And your alignment can't break the tail end of the defensive front, the guys with their hand in the turf.
When you talk about getting to the quarterback, both these teams take great care of the football. San Jose number 1 in the AFL, plus 26 turnover margin. Meyer looking for Mo Purify, and that was just an erratic throw. We haven't seen any of that so far in the first half.
It was, and he was trying to deliver it through where the throwing window was available. And Mo Purify was out towards the wall, really at the line of scrimmage. He was hoping Purify was going to fade up the boards a bit more based off the coverage. So he threw it upfield, and Purify was still standing on the line of scrimmage.
Now the clock is a factor. 12 seconds to go in the half, and no Mo Purify on the field. Meyer in trouble. Will throw. Caught! Touchdown, SaberCats. Wow.
In the moments where it's necessary to extend the play, there is none better than Eric Meyer, not only evading defenders, but having the trickery necessary in a magical sort of way, finding how to deliver the football at an angle where his receiver still has a shot. And then, speaking of shots, the one that was taken into the boards from DJ Stevens, that takes bravery. Courage gets overused in sports, but he put his body on the line there.
Extra point is good. How about this score? 35-35, 4 seconds to go in the half. Arizona only scored 29 points in the last meeting on July 31st. It's a far different game.
A total of 63 through the first 2 games by the Arizona Rattlers. There were folks outside the Stockton Arena who traveled down from the SAP Center. The SaberCats actually rented over a dozen buses to get fans from San Jose here. Well over an hour drive.
There's Dave Allen, the 1 millionth fan of the season for the Arena Football League.
Yet another season, the AFL has had over 1 million fans attending its games. 1 million fan, Dave Allen. And there's, with the other bodies that have joined him here in the Stockton Arena, now over 1 million fans for the season for the AFL. Dave Allen received a little prize pack from the Arena Football League office for being fan number 1 million.
Did you get a chance to, pick your brain about AFL strategy? Is that a part of the gift pack?
Oh, well, Dave? Yeah. Sure, come on out, Dave. Can you hear me? Dave, join me.
Come on. Let him get some knowledge from you.
You know the fans want to talk to you.
Oh, yeah. That's what always happens. All right, 4 seconds to go in the half. San Jose do have to be careful here. I mean, Archie Brown is not an elite kick return guy, but he's certainly capable of taking it the distance. Clock will not start until his hands are on it. Here we go. He gets out of bounds, and 1 second remains. The question is, what will Arizona elect to do here with 1 second on the clock? Well, now it's zeros. I guess they just decided it's the home team, even though we're in Stockton, and it's halftime. That was a very creative use of the clock there by the clock operator. Apparently he has dinner reservations. So a terrific first half of Arena football with the winner of this game moving on to Arena Bowl 28. And let's go to Steve Pappin.
I'm here with Coach Arbette. Coach Arbette, 35-35 at halftime. How impressed with you or how disappointed with you are tonight's ball game?
It's a great opportunity for us to play football tonight. I think the guys are playing their hearts out right now and looking forward to the second half.
You're 30 minutes away from an Arena Bowl. Your defense is the #1 in the league. They haven't come up with a stop tonight. Is that something that's concerning you, or is Arizona doing something offensively that you haven't seen?
They came up with a lot of them during the season. I have a lot of faith in those guys. They'll be okay.
Go talk to your team and get them ready for the second half, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ari, Ant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Steve, and thank you to Coach Arbette for taking a few moments to talk about his team. They're hosting for a reason. They went 17-1, but can they change their fortune and get to an Arena Bowl? Arizona's won the last 3 Arena Bowls. We'll send it to our friends in Bristol after the break. Two of the all-time great franchises in AFL history, deadlocked at 35, moments away from the start of the third quarter. R. Wolf alongside Anthony Herron and Big Ant. The 2 games during the regular season, the games were close at the half, and then the San Jose defense dominated the second half of both regular season games. What do you expect in the second half?
I expect a tightly contested battle. I'll be very surprised if these 2 teams don't bring it all the way down to the wire, especially with the championship medal that we know the Arizona Rattlers possess. The last 3 Arena Bowl championships, this one's on the line tonight. I don't expect anything different.
Arizona seeking to win their 4th consecutive Arena Bowl and appear in their 5th straight Arena Bowl. Reggie Gray plays it off the net. And Reggie Gray had a seam for a moment, and then Ben Wells closes that opening. In the first half, the star among stars, the former Cleveland Brown, Rod Windsor.
Roderick Windsor III to you, Wolf, as Roger Worsey called him on Twitter a little while ago. Dominant first half, 4 touchdowns in all out of those 7 grabs and 90 yards he had. The main target. for the Latin laser, Nick Davila, whether inside the pocket or out, whether man coverage or zone. These two have been hooking up for big plays.
Meyer scrambles, and now he's going to take off and run and do the prudent thing and gets out of bounds before he gets in harm's way. But that is one of the things that makes him special, Anthony, is his ability with his feet.
It was a very controlled effort in the first half for Eric Meyer, 11 out of 17. Honestly, the first couple of snaps of the game, it felt like he was a little bit out of rhythm, held the football. Then he had that very big touchdown pass off the penalty to Darius Reynolds, and that seemed to settle him down. He's been far more in rhythm since then.
Quick screen to Gray, and Arkeith Brown has the tackle. They do have the first down, but there's a flag down at the 17.
Personal foul, clipping, offense number 64, half the distance to the goal. Repeat, second down.
That penalty on Richard Ranglin, called him for clipping. Would likely be on the nose guard, Antaj Hawthorne, as he's coming in a scat look, trying to overtake him on the plate.
Left wing zoom 50, 847 on one. Ready?
Meyer, good pocket. Now he'll step up, deliver. Nice catch. And there goes Darius Reynolds. Touchdown, SaberCats.
Meyer climbs the pocket, which is fairly clean. He's got vision downfield the entire way, throws a strike over the middle to Reynolds. And not only the clean grab, he's known for the acrobatic catch, but he's also got the speed to take it the distance.
He's having quite an impact in this game. A guy who didn't play a week ago is now healthy. 2 touchdowns already, both of them pretty spectacular. Extra point is up and no good. And there it is, the first team to flinch.
They decided to dress Ben Nelson during the quarterfinal round against Portland. But Darius Reynolds makes his postseason debut for the San Jose SaberCats off the clean grab from Meyer. Like that, he's gone.
41-35 to score. Nick Pertwee right there. His missed extra point is the reason why the lead is 6 and not 7. Arkeith Brown is deep. Darren Arbette seeking his 4th Arena Bowl title, already in the Hall of Fame. And that's off the iron, and Kerry Reed, smart play by the veteran, goes and gets it as he's buried at the 6. All right, Anthony, anything happened here that should have affected the kick?
It appeared to be a clean snap. David Highland, the Jack linebacker, the snapper there, good hold. This looks like the reigning kicker of the year in the Arena Football League pulled it. That could loom large from Nick Pertwee.
I talked about it in the first half, the way these offenses were looking at a missed extra point, something makes every possession feel a little bit different. As Arizona gets a score and converts, they will have a 1-point lead. Nick Davila throws, and that's behind Chase Theater. Almost an interception, as Ken Fontenette tried to play it off the sideboards, which are in play.
It's a great job looking alive there, and it's...
Frankly, he should have had it.
Right there in his breadbasket.
Left boundary, wing move, sail zone 9 on 1.
Don't anticipate Nick Davila giving them many of those opportunities. Ken Fontenette this season has taken advantage of those more often than not.
Davila with time, looking for Windsor, and he brings it in. Gain of 14. What a catch.
Davila had to continue to retreat in the pocket because there started initially with a great bull rush from Jason Stewart. Davila retreats back deeper, and while he's on the way back, still able to accurately float the ball out in front of Rod Windsor. It's a phenomenal throwing catch from a quarterback who wasn't able to have a clean platform.
Davila sets up the screen to Benson. Had blockers in front, and he took a little ride on David Highland and came close to the first down, gain of 9.
Another great play call. They're keeping Michael Benson involved in this game, and I do believe it's having an effect on the San Jose SaberCats pass rush. To keep the fullback involved with screen passes and run plays, it takes the aggressiveness, that sharpness, the blood in the fingertips of the defensive line.
Quick screen, it's Deatter. And Deatter inside the 10, 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Rattlers.
Chase Deatter or Larry Zonka. He's going to catch it right here as he approaches the line of scrimmage. Off the quick pass. Oh, just running right through. Ken Fontenette, one of the more sure tacklers in the Arena Football League.
Now in the red zone in San Jose, this is where their defense has been the best in the AFL. Red zone defense, #1, only allowing scores 67% of the time.
One of many places they've been best in the Arena Football League.
They give to Benson, blockers in front, and he is brought down at the 6. So let's go back to Nick Davila, the championship pedigree, the heart of a champion, all those things. The stats off the charts. He's climbing the record books and everything. But how about this stat? His all-time touchdown to interception ratio is a staggering 19.8 to 1. So it's just hard to believe that he throws 20 touchdown passes for every interception.
He's been a winner everywhere he's been. All-American at the junior college level. Won big games at Cincinnati when he transferred there. Championship for the AF2.
And that's incomplete.
Another missed opportunity.
Yeah.
It's almost like we jinxed Nick Davila there by putting him on the pedestal, but he's earned that. But Fred Obie laid out for this football as Nick Davila floated it towards Kerry Reed, and it looked like Kerry Reed throttled down on the route for some reason. Seemed to assume that Davila wasn't going to throw it to him because he was in double coverage.
So 2 opportunities for turnovers from a San Jose defense that led the league with 45 takeaways, including a league-high 33 interceptions. Davila stumbles and just gets rid of it.
Well, here, just as he takes the pull from center, actually didn't trip over a teammate or anything. Just stumbles over his own feet. I've been marveling at the mechanics in the pocket from Davila with the footwork, the protecting the football. That was sort of on the opposite end of that spectrum.
You do not see him make that kind of mistake very often. 4th and goal.
And of course, San Jose #1 in 4th down defense this season.
Davila backing up, throws for Deatter. He's got it. Touchdown, Rattlers. And Nick Davila takes a big hit on the play and then gets help from his head coach.
As Deatter works out toward the corner, watch him as he gets to the front pylon, and then he just boxes out Ken Fontenette using that 6'5" frame like an NBA power forward. The Arizona Rattlers do a lot of different promotions with the Phoenix Suns. You wonder if Deatter took a little bit of tutelage from some of the folks there with the Suns on how you use your body to ward off the defender.
Uh-oh, extra point blocked. That's a loose football. Dante Payne-Moss comes up with it. So how about that? Both teams score, both teams fail to convert the extra point. And the SaberCat faithful here in Stockton, even though Arizona scores, they take a little momentum away from this drive.
Effort and tenacity on display. A defensive line that hasn't gotten home versus the pass comes up with a huge stop on special teams.
Remind me, is it promo first or score first? 41 all AFL on ESPN. Game tied at 41. So both teams can't convert the extra points. That's why this game is tied. Reggie Gray. And Gray brought down at the 3-yard line. Good hustle there. Kerry Reed and Michael McAdoo. And McAdoo, we haven't said much about him playing defense, but he's helped with special teams.
Certainly has. 6'7", 250-pounder. I mean, he's been covering kicks. Extreme tenacity. Hasn't been able to affect the game as a pass rusher too much so far. We mentioned him earlier, setting a new rookie record for the Arizona Rattlers.
Meyer up the sideline looking for Reynolds. Marquise Floyd there, and the catch is made. What a game so far for Darius Reynolds.
Flag on the play in the backfield. You see a lot of bodies walking back towards the line of scrimmage. Didn't quite hear what the ruling was from Reggie Smith. Now to remain first down here for the SaberCats. The big play nullified off the pass play. Darius Reynolds has certainly earned a rest. Arizona showing man in the secondary.
Meyer to Reggie Gray. Gets it out to the 8-yard line.
Odie Armstrong, we've been talking about the way he's been battling throughout the game so far. Armstrong won multiple Arena Bowl championships with the Rattlers, and so now facing teammates that he was bleeding and sweating with just 2 seasons ago through the first 2 titles of this dynasty run.
Meyer, quick hitter to Purify. Purify looking to cut it back. First down and more for Mo Purify out to the 19-yard line.
What has to happen to be able to come up and tackle Maurice Purify? He will still move the chains, but he'll take this, moving the chains, over him breaking out into open space as he's come accustomed to doing.
Whistle before the play. The chain gang needed to get off the field. I know that feeling when the play's coming. Run, run, get out of the way.
Jump, leap into the stands, whatever is necessary.
Meyer moving to his left. Mo Purify bounces off the boards. And Rich Ranglin comes in. Gets Mo Purify about 4 extra yards.
Eric Meyer ends up having to leave the pocket late, but just another look here. Only Armstrong and the entire pile ends up getting washed as Rich Ranglin rides Mike McAdoo down inside. But the effect that has on the defender when they're putting so much effort in, but they're not really getting near the quarterback, that has sort of an intangible effect as well.
Meyer throws it Gray, and Kellum forces him out of bounds at the 12. But hold on, there's a flag back in midfield, and Arizona's indicating it's against San Jose.
Maurice Purify looking gas there.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Number 94, contact above the shoulders of the quarterback. At the distance of the goal, automatic first down.
First down, SaberCats.
Steve Pappin, what do you have for us?
At halftime, Purify was in there where he had a high ankle sprain. He was doing everything, getting massage, putting ice on it, trying to do everything he could. Got retaped, taped his shoe. As you see, he's been in and out of the ball game, and I think it's sparingly. He's trying to go and deal with the pain, but it's something where it's going to affect him for the rest of the ball game.
That's big news. Thank you, Steve. We certainly noticed he was not 100% upstairs. Meyer all day, pump fakes, still buying time, and finally gets rid of it.
It hasn't been a big imprint on the game from Reggie Gray so far. We've seen them leaning more on Maurice Purify up to this point. And as we talk about when we call games with Reggie Gray on the field, one of the areas that he operates best is surprisingly down here in the red zone. He's only 5'10", but he still has such a knack for finding and creating space that allows him to operate as Eric Meyer delivers the football.
Meyer throws, and it's incomplete. Mo Purify wants a flag, doesn't get one.
There's a lot of jostling back there between Arkeith Brown and Maurice Purify, to the point where it looked like Purify was maybe going to try and leap up to get the football, but couldn't quite do it. And I don't mind the no call there. Purify crosses the line of scrimmage, basically sort of invades the personal space of Brown. I don't think Brown did too much where a flag would have been necessary there.
Third and goal. Meyer looking in trouble. McAdoo's got him, and he throws that into the stands, and that's got to be a flag. He can't do that.
There's no foul for intentional grounding. The quarterback's progress will stop.
Oh, they're going to rule the sack.
Down.
Then you can go ahead and not call it.
Well, we said that McAdoo had been ineffective rushing the quarterback early in the game. He's got to make the quick inside move versus Cornelius Dixon. Just one step upfield, violent hands, getting into the backfield. And then Eric Meyer, he's tough to bring down. Gets the football away, but the officials rule him in the grasp.
So McAdoo will get credit for the sack. He has now had at least one sack in 10 of their last 14 games. Rookie has made quite an impression. Fourth and goal. Can Meyer do it again on fourth down? Scrambling, throws, and it's picked off. Jeremy Kellum, and no, it's incomplete, but it doesn't matter. Better field position for the Rattlers by not getting the pick.
The very first stop of the game for either of these great defenses. Eric Meyer bought time, as we know E-Money can do. There's defensive backs on the field who've been in the Defensive Player of the Year discussion. Chief amongst them, the man who led the AFL in interceptions, Jeremy Kellum.
Tomorrow, Sunday Night Baseball features Buster Posey and the Giants as they visit Andrew McCutchen and the Pirates. Coverage from Pittsburgh begins with Sunday Night Countdown at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. All right, Big Ant, first stop of the game. The Rattlers come up with it. Jeremy Kellum, good defense from the middle safety. We'll see if Arizona can take advantage. Davila throws, and Rod Windsor can't make the catch because Ken Fontenette was draped all over him.
If there's any defense in the Arena Football League that can respond, that will take it as a challenge when the opposing defense comes up with the stop, it is this San Jose SaberCats squad. They have played at historic levels throughout this season, and right now, as the third quarter winds down, their team needs them to come up huge.
Davila is hit, breaks away, and takes on David Highland and gets crushed into the boards, and Nick did not care for that.
That's just an inkling of what we're up for in the third, at the end of the third, now heading into the fourth quarter. Two teams scratching for everything they can get.
Third quarter complete. 15 minutes of football will decide who wins the National Conference and heads to Arena Bowl 28. Will it be Arizona seeking their fourth straight title? We find out after the break. Arena Bowl titles league history. Arizona tied with Tampa Bay with 5. San Jose has 3. They have not won a title since 2007. They lost in the Arena Bowl in 2008. 2 of the best of all time. Darren Arbette already in the Hall of Fame. Kevin Guy a finalist to be in the Hall of Fame next year. Kevin Guy coached with Darren Arbette and won that 07 title. He was the defensive coordinator. They know each other well. They don't seem to be as good of friends now as when they won the title in 07. Something's gone wrong.
I guess competing against each other can have that effect on a relationship.
3rd down. Davila throwing, looking for Kerry Reed. Goes it, gets it. Kerry Reed. And they're going to have him out of bounds at the 9-yard line, but the former Michigan State Spartan, his first catch of the game at a big moment.
He was an all Big Ten wide receiver for the Spartans here. One-on-one outside again. Fred Obie under attack. Going up, ripping the football away from the outstretched hands of Obie is Kerry Reed.
And I want to correct myself. 2nd catch of the game for Kerry Reed.
Check that.
Thank you, sir. On 1st and goal, Davila taps it twice, delivers a strike. Touchdown, Rattler. Chase Deatter.
The importance of Chase Deatter in this offense underlines the importance of the moment. Possession battle advantage now to the Arizona Rattlers, able to take the lead in this game. Alex Zendejas steps back onto the field. He had been perfect on PATs over the last 2 contests before his last one was blocked.
Zendejas. Extra point is up, and it is good. The 3-time defending champs, led by that guy, Nick Davila. Pats it twice. On the money. Rattlers lead by a touchdown. Score by quarter. As you can see, it's been closely contested. All 3 quarters, dead even. Arizona's had the ball here in the 4th quarter, and they lead 48-41. The winner goes to Arena Bowl 28 to play the winner of Jacksonville and Philadelphia, which will be played tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Reggie Gray is back deep, and he's been pretty quiet in this game. Lays it cleanly. And here goes Reggie Gray. Marquise Floyd, who was blocked all the way back to the 20, ended up working out pretty well as he was there to make the tackle. 27 yards on the return.
There's an effective block at the point of attack from Fred Obie, who's had a long night in coverage. But Obie gives Reggie Gray the hole that he ends up running through by staying on his block. I mean, there's going to be nights where defensive backs struggle. You give up touchdowns and big plays. I mean, this is the Arena Football League. It happens. Appears to be Marquise Floyd that was being helped back into the bench area for the Rattlers.
So Ben Wells is playing DB, and Meyer's going to go after him, looking, and that's a good flag to take, actually. I mean, Wells is being, just make sure you don't give him a touchdown. I mean, he was way behind on that play. He had no chance. DJ Stevens with great speed.
Pass interference, defense number 25. 10-yard penalty automatic. 1st down.
Because of the way the ball hung into the air, there was actually still plenty of time for Ben Wells to recover. And we used the example earlier of Marquise Floyd when he was in the lineup and he didn't panic when the ball was in flight. That's an example of the converse there from Ben Wells, knowing that he'd given up an open receiver, panics when the ball's in flight and takes the flag, as opposed to getting his head around to try and play the football.
Kerry Reed in a jack linebacker, and he has played Ironman before. Purify the catch, breaks the tackle, and Wells holds on. Purify down just outside the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
Here again, just a quick slant route. Clean catch from Purify there, attacking Ben Wells.
Left, see the divide, 38 zone. I'm on, right?
Kerry Reed has played plenty of Jack as your reference there. He's going to come right at him on this play.
Odie Armstrong, no place to go. Cliff Dukes got the first contact.
Well, Reed has had a quiet night. He had a hot start to the season as a wide receiver. Tonight, as opposed, aside from the one big play he made on the outside, it's been a quiet night as a wide receiver. But he's back at home now being a Jack linebacker. There were multiple seasons in a row where they featured him in this role.
Kerry Reed had that pick 6 against Cleveland in the Arena Bowl, playing the Jack linebacker. Meyer throws, looking for Armstrong, and he fell down, or he would have walked in for the score.
Didn't quite get a clean release out of the backfield. Because by formation, it's set up beautifully for it. Ends up trying to club the defensive end, McAdoo inside, and just gets caught up with him a bit too much. You want that fullback to make more of a violent move to free himself from the line of scrimmage. Odie Armstrong just got caught up in the traffic too much.
They got stopped in the red zone on their last drive. 3rd and goal. Meyer throws, caught, touchdown SaberCats, Reggie Gray.
The big play here from Reggie Gray, not of the explosive variety, but this is where he operates so well down in the red zone, a whip route that he's become known for in his career. If you don't bite on the inside move, he's got a great shot at catching it over the middle as well. It's tough to cover.
Very high snap. They get it down and through the uprights. Credit Nathan Stanley. Very good play there as the holder. Game again tied, this time at 48. We're coming right back to Stockton. .48, 7th tie of the game. We were waiting for a classic, an instant classic. And these two teams, the past couple of seasons, the conference championship games haven't lived up to the hype. Arizona's been at home and been able to win those games fairly comfortably. Different story tonight. Kerry Reed is back to retrieve the kick. Kerry Reed, good vision there, and gets it out to the 12-yard line.
I used the term whip route on the previous touchdown from Reggie Gray. From a stationary position against Arkeith Brown, stutters him, and then shows the inside look before flipping his hips around and exploding out towards the sideboard. So when you do that as a quarterback, you have to make sure you deliver the football out in front of the wide receiver so the DB can't be in a trail position. It's just so hard when you're that quick in and out of your breaks.
Little quick screen to Kerry Reed, who picks up 6 yards. The San Jose defense put together one of the greatest seasons in AFL history. #1 in points allowed, 3rd in yards allowed. Did a great job against the run, and how about 45 takeaways, leading to a turnover margin of +26.
This is the most dominant season up to this point in the history of the Arena Football League. Not just the 17-1 regular season, 18-1 including the quarterfinals, but over 22 points per game the SaberCats defeated their opponents by.
The give is to Benson, and Benson stopped after a gain of a yard, brings up 3rd down. Let's take a listen in to Nick Davila with his head coach, Kevin Guy.
Ace flop right. Okay, ace flop right. X zoom. 4-4-4. Hey, put him on an angle. 5-step 1-2. Ace flop right. X zoom. 4-4-4. On to ready. Here we go.
Depending on coverage, could be an opportunity to undercut one of these routes. To get Curler coming back over the middle.
Davila sets up, going deep for Rod Windsor. Cleveland Thomas is there to break it up. That ball needed to be thrown further down the field.
One-on-one, Cleveland Thomas, one of the all-time greats. Outside release from Windsor. And Davila, just because of the push in the middle, had to throw the football slightly later than he wanted to, as he had to sort of shuffle to his right. Thomas in that trail position, again, doesn't panic, knows he just needs to get back in position where the ball has to come through him to the receiver.
Fourth down on the season, they were 59% on fourth down. Davila throws, and he misses Kerry Reed. San Jose gets the football on down.
Possession battle all squared up. Pocket was clean here from Davila, and he had Kerry Reed open. Just threw it too far to the outside. There was a chance he was really anticipating Reed to come back downhill, attacking the football more. That appears to be what the thought was from Davila, or at least the area he threw the football to.
See if San Jose can take advantage. Meyer throws, it's Reggie Gray, and Marquise Floyd back in the game. That's good news for the Rattlers. Gain of 8 for Reggie Gray and the SaberCats.
Marquise Floyd is a player that actually competed in Arena Bowl 25 with the Rattlers with 2 cracked ribs. So toughness, certainly of no question, Floyd. Number 4 all-time in Arena Football League history with 60 regular season interceptions in his career.
The active leader, career tackles coming in, 503. He's 35 years of age. Meyer in trouble, and he'll go down. Tyree Glasper gets the sack.
It's been a fun matchup throughout the game. Watching Tyree Glasper facing off with Odie Armstrong. There he uses the inside move because Armstrong has been ducking his head. He's been so aggressive into the A-gap, stopping the momentum of Tyree Glasper where the bull rush hasn't been effective. There the Ole got him home.
Third and 6. Mo Purify at the bottom of your screen. Meyer in trouble again, and he'll throw it into the stands. And Kevin Guy wants a flag. Now there was a receiver in the area, Mo Purify.
Number 12 was in the area. Third down.
What do you think about that call?
Purify's tall. I'm not sure if he's that tall. Another great edge rush from Mike McAdoo, who started to get his game going here in the second half. Eric Meyer under duress. And there, that's a situation where the officials will err on the side of if the quarterback is actually being grasped by a defender, you know, you kind of give him the benefit of the doubt on the pass being less accurate.
Fourth down. Meyer delivers, and Keith Brown with the pick. Looking for a block. Brown cuts it back, and it's Rattler football at the San Jose 20-yard line. The game was tied at 35 at the half, and the defenses have come on strong in the second half.
As Purify comes from a stationary position, starts to work across the middle, trips over the foot of Keith Brown, and Brown almost surprised by the football, but has the presence of mind and ball skills necessary to catch it as it comes in. And after the San Jose defense responded with the stop that their team needed, the 3-time defending champion Rattlers strike back.
Davila throws, Seattle wide open, touchdown Rattlers. 20-yard touchdown pass. Chase DeAdder has come up big tonight for the Rattlers.
DeAdder ends up running straight up the boards, but confusion between Ken Fontenette and Cleveland Thomas as they were showing flash man for a moment, and then it looked like the intention was to switch, but then Fontenette and Thomas got crossed up.
backup quarterback set it down, and Zendejas pulls it, and the lead remains 6 points. How about this sequence? 4th down for San Jose. Marquise Brown comes up with the pick, gets it into San Jose territory, and then Nick Davila, touchdown pass number 7 on target. Next Saturday, ESPN brings you Arena Bowl 28. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern. Where will the game be played?
Could it be here in Stockton?
It could be here in Stockton if San Jose finds a way to win this game. If they don't, Philadelphia and Arizona are options. If Philadelphia wins and Arizona wins, Arena Bowl 28 will be in the city of brotherly love next Saturday.
Eric Meyer was the MVP of the Arena Football League just 2 seasons ago. Mid-time, the National Football League, the Seattle Seahawks, the Oakland Raiders. He has set the Arena Football League afire when he's been healthy. But this moment is the reason that San Jose brought him here.
Reggie Gray looking for a seam, and McAdoo gets enough of him to slow him down, but there goes big play Reggie Gray. Chase the Adder brings him down at the Arizona 20.
Self-preservation of no concern for the most bombastically dynamic weapon in the Arena Football League. Reggie Gray putting his body on the line.
We were waiting for Reggie Gray to really make an impact. He has had a touchdown here in the second half. That was a big kick return. But with Mo Purify a little banged up, they really need production from Reggie Gray. Flags are down. And it's incomplete. Eric Meyer had an open receiver in the end zone to DJ Stevens. Flags on both ends of the play.
Certainly appeared to me in live action. Potential offsides, but not on a defensive lineman from Arizona, Jeremy Kellum. Might have gotten a little overzealous as he came to try to press the motion receiver at the line of scrimmage. Although there's about 8 flags on the ground, who knows?
There are 2 fouls on the play. Offside, defense, number 20. The penalty is declined. Pass interference, defense, number 19. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Marquise Floyd, guilty of the pass interference.
And here, Kellum right there, he came up attempting to press, but then he could tell the ball hadn't been snapped yet, tried to stop his momentum and just couldn't. Then ends up picking the flag up from DJ Stevens as he runs the route by him.
1st and goal just inside the 10. Meyer sets it up, Rich Wranglin! Touchdown, SaberCats!
Very stoic, very workmanlike response from the SaberCats.
Extra point is good.
As we talked about the answer that was necessary for Meyer, who knew that he would utilize the tight end position in Rich Wranglin in the passing game. 6 times in the regular season, Wranglin hit the end zone. Wranglin was ranked as the number 16 player in the Arena Football League, and E-Money knows that was a huge moment for his team.
Anthony, here's our situation. San Jose 55, Arizona 54. 2:10 to go in the game. Now clock management becomes key. Who gets that extra possession down the stretch? Winner of this game heads to Arena Bowl 28.
We recall around this time in the first half, there was just slightly more time remaining when San Jose scored and kicked an onside kick with about 2.5 minutes remaining. Slightly out of character for Darren Arbette. It's loud down there. I don't know if Steve Patman can hear me. He knows Darren Arbette as well as everyone. I wonder, Pap, if you can hear me, do you think maybe this is a scenario San Jose could try another onside kick?
Yeah, this is definitely one where I would think you would do it for the simple fact you're only up a point. If you kick it off, now I don't know if Coach Guy will put it in his field goal kicker's hand, but he has the ability offensive-wise with Benson running the ball and Davila being so efficient on the short passing game to run the entire clock out, kick a field goal, and get out of here. I'd make Coach Guy make his decision now.
Onside kick, it hits off a San Jose player's knee. And Arizona able to recover it. Do they have it? Yes. Touchdown Rattlers. It's little Jeremy Kellum in there.
No matter what the results of the play ended up in the end zone, it would have been illegal touching. I'm not sure why there's not a flag on the ground, but Ken Fontenette hit the ball before it had even gotten 5 yards, let alone 10. And you saw even the reaction from Fontenette. He knew that the ball, he didn't touch it on purpose. It just took an odd carom.
Illegally touched the ball before it went 10 yards. That is a violation and not a foul that has been declined. The result of the play, touchdown.
And so that leads to the recovery in the end zone. And so it essentially ends up as a free play, almost like if there's an offside on the defense and you try for the big play where you know you're going to pick up the penalty anyway.
Huge decision here. Arizona's going for 2 to go up by 7. Do you agree with this decision?
I do. Mathematically, it makes perfect sense because of now the point we're at in the game. You may only get one more possession if you're Arizona. You want to be up by at least 7 if you can.
Dante Page-Moss just checks into the game. Chance to go up by 7. Davila slips, throws, looking for carry, and it's picked off.
Rod Windsor appears frustrated, wanted the football delivered to him. Nick Davila goes to the backside because they picked on Fred Obi throughout the game. Obi invades the personal space of Kerry Reed, wins the one-on-one matchup on a huge 2-point conversion opportunity.
How about Rod Windsor in the first half telling us he was going to sprint it around? He's like, no, give me the football. Game's on the line. I'm the alpha male here. All right, here are the brackets. Arizona, San Jose. And then tomorrow, Jacksonville and Philadelphia on CBS Sports Network at 5 Eastern. I know what Anthony's going to be doing tomorrow at that time.
Glued to CBS Sports Network. The Soul hosting the Sharks. Big news item is that Joe Sykes, the baddest man in the AFL on the defensive line, set the league record this season with 18.5 sacks, will be out of the lineup. He's on injured reserve search for the Sharks. And so Dan Radabal, you would anticipate, will have a little bit more time to hold the football in the pocket.
Onside kick from Arizona. And that ball is legally loose, but recovered by San Jose. Ball went 10 yards. Arizona had a chance at it. So now San Jose with the football, down 5, 1:36 to go.
This drive's so much more comfortable for San Jose, knowing that they're only down 5. Anything in the end zone gives you the lead as opposed to having to make a big decision about if you play for overtime.
70 hot, fullback seam, right away, I'm on. Ready?
We've seen a big game, especially in the first half from Michael Benson. Sounds like they will call the number of Odie Armstrong at fullback.
Trying to set it up to Wrangling, and they do it again! Touchdown, SaberCats!
Rich Wrangling won the Spalding Offensive Lineman of the Year award last season for his pass protection. Not his pass receiving, but just showing you the level of athleticism and ball skills for the man that SaberCats fans have come to know as Winkleton.
I don't know if there's anybody else I know who's 315 pounds, nicknamed Quinlan Toe. Nice.
He's so fleet of foot.
Yeah.
You know, they've seen him with big receptions over the last few years. I actually picked that one up in the concourse as I was walking in, and the SaberCats fans were asking me, where's Ari Wolf?
Well played. Going for 2 to lead by 3. Meyer looking, throws, caught. The lead is 7. Check that lead 3. So now it'll take more than a field goal. We are at the 1-minute warning. San Jose, great response after they recover the onside kick. They get the touchdown, and here the 2-point conversion. Mo Purify. The San Jose lead 63-60. The biggest decision of the season thus far for Darren Arbette. His team up 3, exactly a minute to go. Do you onside kick or do you kick it deep?
I would normally err on the side of my great defense. For me, the way this game is playing out and knowing who's at quarterback for the Rattlers, I would onside here if I were Darren Arbette. Pap, what do you think?
I think that since they got the 2-point conversion, you kick it deep because now you're going to force Arizona to have to get into field goal position even if they don't score a touchdown. If you onside kick it, you're conceding a field goal and going to overtime.
Steve Pappas has a lot of confidence in the kickers. I'm not sure the coaches have as much confidence as Steve Pappas does. I don't think they want their season decided. And it's an onside kick, and it does not go 10 yards, and Rod Windsor goes and gets it. You know, he was frustrated he didn't get the ball on that 2-point conversion. I would be shocked if he doesn't see the ball in this series.
I mean, we've seen, you know, those types of spats play out between Nick Davila and Rod Windsor over the years. They were chirping at each other all throughout the second half. But the discussion that you and I and Pap just had, that was the discussion that played out in the Arizona bench area. But of course, the final word comes from Darren Arbette. He decides to onside kick, hoping his defense either comes up with a stop or his offense will have time to get the football yet again.
1-minute timing rules in effect. Both teams, all 3 timeouts. Davila stumbles, cuts out of it, throws to Kerry Reed, touchdown Rattler. There is a flag down. There was contact.
I believe it's going to go against a player that we've all talked about throughout the season, being in the Defensive Player of the Year picture.
There are fouls by both teams. Pass interference, offense number 15. Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 99. Those fouls will offset. Repeat first down.
Jason Stewart, arguably the baddest man in the AFL, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year.
As Kerry Reed comes in motion, essentially decides he's going to bull rush Ken Fontenette. So Fontenette takes the offensive foul. But
he took the charge there, didn't he?
He did, and it hit in the pocket from Jason Stewart. He hasn't gotten near Nick Davila that much in today's game.
First and goal again. Davila throws and almost picked off as Davila got hit hard. The pass rush finally getting home late in the game.
Jason Stewart on the previous play. Francis Maka coming from the MAC. Great inside move made on the interior. He's been all arena the last 4 years. Nice quick flip of the hips against Brennan Carvalho, pressuring the Latin Laser.
Set up the screen, almost picked off. Maka knew it was coming.
Attempting again to continue the big effort from Michael Benson. Fairly clean release, but Francis Maka was all over it.
5-step on 1. Trips right up. Trips right up. Next zero, same 0, Hobson on 1.
Rod Windsor in high motion, option route coming.
Davila backing up, throws, caught! Touchdown Rattlers!
The release of Rod Windsor coming over the top allows Kerry Reed to work under the route, and Fred Obey doing everything in his power to keep up. Actually recovers fairly well, but the ball was thrown so on time and so accurately from Nick Davila, he could do nothing about it.
Huge extra point here to go up by 4. Zendejas through the uprights. 67-63, 40 seconds to go.
And the recovery was really impressive from Obey, because if this ball was off the mark from Davila, he would have hit Obey in the back of the head. He had to throw it towards the back shoulder, and he had to throw it precisely when he did. We're looking at execution on the offensive side at a level that most normal human beings can't maintain.
All right, Big Ant, we can bring Pappin if you want. What do you think of the onside here? There's 40 seconds to go. You're up by 4. Even if they score a touchdown, you'd only need 3 to tie to get into overtime. What do you do here?
I kick it deep. With 40 seconds remaining, I think at this point, if I'm Kevin Guy, I look at my assistant coaches in the face and I say, now it's time to put the game in the hands of my defense. Steve Pappin, you're down there. You've been close to it throughout the night. What do you think from Arizona?
Well, in my opinion, that's what I was thinking with San Jose. I put it in the hands of my defense and make Davila drive 45 yards. Here, I think if you're Kevin Guy, you got to do that same exact thing, because the tight end has beat you twice in the last 2 possessions. So I would think you got to kick it deep, and you just play with your defense and hope that that group back there, one of the best in the league, can stop Eric Meyer and his offense from getting 7 points.
The last onside kick was effective. Arizona had a chance to recover it, but couldn't do it. And they're kicking it deep. Chance here for Reggie Gray. And Reggie Gray slips by McAdoo again. And Reggie Gray finally tackled at the 18-yard line. "24 yards on the return for Reggie Gray. Well, everyone waited all season in the National Conference to see Arizona and San Jose play again. San Jose dominates it during the regular season, but the 3-time defending champs, 4-point lead, 33 seconds to go. Meyer, Gray, and he gives himself up, which he can do in the final minute, which stops the clock with 30 seconds to go. Is Eric Meyer up to this moment? This is what he's been waiting for. If you want to be considered amongst the best, you have to beat the best, and this is Eric Meyer's chance. Meyer all day, and it's incomplete. There was contact. Frankly, no one was going to catch that ball. I think it's a great no call, because really no one had a chance at that.
Seeing Arkeith Brown in a similar fashion to what Cleveland Thomas of San Jose has done in getting handsy, being very physical with the ball in flight. Officials are allowing both sides to utilize that ability.
Meyer delivers on time, and it's purifying Arkeith Brown. That is a critical tackle. There was nobody back to help him.
San Jose calls their first charge timeout. 30 seconds.
A critical tackle against a player who had the knack for running over, through, and around many defenders one-on-one. Maurice Purified not quite able to get away from Arkeith Brown. And there was no one remaining. He was going Forrest Gump if Arkeith Brown didn't make that tackle.
Nice reference there. He'd still be running is what you were saying. Just keep going.
Running.
Well played. Meyer moves to his right. Back to his left. Runs. Flag is down. Darius Reynolds had something to say to Marquise Floyd.
He had to cover him for so long, Wolf. The coverage initially was actually very good, but Eric Meyer extended the play to such an extent.
Do you tack on the time here if you're San Jose?
Pass interference, defense number 19. At the distance of the goal, automatic first down. And by rule under a minute, San Jose has elected to put 15 seconds back on the clock. The clock will start on the snap.
I agree with that. I think the decision makes sense. Because even though there's Floyd following Reynolds towards the bottom of the screen, you see Meyer just continuing to buy time, pass rush tiring out as the drive extends. And there it just got to a point where you can only cover for so long.
First and goal. Meyer throws, Reggie Gray. Touchdown, SaberCats.
The ruling on the field of a touchdown is under further review.
So this comes from the head replay official. This cannot come from Arizona in the final minute of play. Here's the one thing, as they get themselves placed to go look at the replay, I think Arizona would still like these 11 seconds. You know, if they're not in, San Jose can basically take the rest of the time of the game. Arizona, well, 8 seconds would have a little bit of time.
Notice that the ball carrier broke the plane of the goal with the ball prior to losing possession. Touchdown.
So the supervisor officials here in the Stockton Arena, Dave Chesney, wants Reggie Smith to take another look at whether or not Reggie Gray broke the plane of the end zone. We'll listen with him.
Okay, the ruling on the field is that the receiver broke the plane of the goal line with the ball in his possession prior to hitting the board and losing possession of the ball. So we're going to look to see if the ball was loose prior to him breaking the plane of the goal. Yeah, I can't tell whether he's in from that angle or not. Let's see if we have a better angle down the line. I can see the extension. I cannot see it's hard from that angle to determine whether the ball was loose prior to him breaking the plane of that gold tape against the wall, which also serves as a goal line. Let's run that back in slow motion for another look. Okay, ball. Again, it looks like the ball is coming out. However, okay, let it run. Okay, and let it play through. Okay. Okay, it appears that the ball's loose. However, I cannot tell. And let it play through the continuing action. It's hard to tell based on this angle whether the ball was out prior to breaking the plane. Unfortunately, there's not enough to confirm the ruling on the field. Therefore, we will have to let the ruling on the field stand. Unless you have any more angles, thank you.
It's so close, so difficult to determine. You and I are up here miming towards each other. I agree that there's not enough to overturn that call. It has to be indisputable video evidence.
There was indisputable video evidence.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
And honestly, if I'm guessing in my mind's eye whether or not the ball came out early, my guess would be maybe it did. But he's not allowed to overturn the call on a maybe. By rule, it has to be indisputable. There was no angle that could make it indisputable.
Extra point is good, and the lead is 3. 8 seconds to go.
And the trucks show the best angle that's available, and it's a very good angle. But there's no down-the-line shot, and so if we can freeze it, and it's really just that yellow strip that Reggie Smith was talking about, where if the football, if even the tip of the football has invaded the space of that line, the goal line, before it starts to come out, then it's a touchdown. It doesn't have to be all the way across.
This will be a play discussed for a long, long time. Ball is out right there, and that is not at that line.
But how do you know that from that angle? How do you know it's not at that line from the angle that we're looking at there? Because as the play continues, his entire arm is in the end zone just a blink of an eye later. It's the type of play that if it would have been ruled a fumble in live action, I don't believe they could have overturned that either.
All right, Arizona still has 8 seconds to work with, and all they need is a field goal to force overtime. This game is not over. If you're Arkeith Brown, you have to be aware that you cannot spend any time dancing. You got to get the football, get what you can, and get out of bounds.
3 timeouts remaining for the Rattlers.
Arkeith Brown has it. He goes down, and the clock stops with 6 seconds. They got time for 2 plays. And those goalposts are only 9 feet wide, so if you're thinking field goal from here, that's a pipe dream. They got to get more yards to give Zendejas a chance to tie the game.
Hey, 300, left wing zoom, set 1-1, I'm right.
Davila throws, caught, Kerry Reed out of bounds. 3 seconds to go. What do you do here, Big Ant? Do you kick it? You have to?
With only 3 seconds remaining, you have to kick it now. You could have gotten it off with 4 and certainly even 5 seconds, but now it's on the right leg of Alex Zendejas, whether or not this game goes to overtime.
Yard attempt for Alex Zendejas, the 26-year-old rookie. Gonna be short. The San Jose SaberCats will return to the Arena Bowl. SaberCats win. They will host Arena Bowl 28. To start the presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to center field and welcome the Commissioner of the Arena Football League, Scott Butera, with the presentation of the National Conference Championship Trophy.
All right, are we on? All right, fans of Stockton, San Jose, and Arizona, that's what the Arena Football League is all about. What an amazing game, thank you. I'd like to first congratulate the Arizona Rattlers, Ron Schertz, Coach Kevin Guy. They've been the class of this league for 4 years, 3-year champion. Great job today, guys. But now I turn my attention to the San Jose SaberCats, our National Conference champions, and about to enter the Arena Football 28. Welcome to the Arena Bowl, San Jose. I'd like to congratulate David Fry and John Fry for putting together a tremendous organization. They've been the pride of this league all year. And I'd like to congratulate Coach Arbette and his team for a fantastic job, a record-setting season, and a tremendous win tonight. What a game. Coach Arbette, congratulations, and good luck in the Arena Bowl.
Thank you. First, I want to say thank all of you guys coming to my hometown and be able to win this game here. God, I'll never forget this day. I want to thank Kathy Calder, the owner, and the Fry brothers, John, Dave, Randy, give us everything we needed to win. I want to thank Michael Runner, Kendra Clark for putting this all together on short notice. Guys, we going to the Arena Bowl.
Well, thank you to the Commissioner, and congratulations to Darren Arbette and the SaberCats, Anthony. San Jose's back in the Arena Bowl, place that they expect to be every year. What will you take away from tonight and your expectations for Arena Bowl 28 right here in Stockton?
Well, folks have looked at these two teams being on a collision course throughout the season, and we saw every bit of the contest we were hoping to see between the Arizona Rattlers and the San Jose SaberCats. Darren Arbette in his hometown. He was at Edison High School as a graduate just up the road from here. He and the entire SaberCats organization earned this one, and they will be on this field in 1 week's time hosting the Arena Bowl.
It should be exciting to watch tomorrow. Who will they play? Will it be Jacksonville? Will it be Philadelphia? We find out tomorrow. Arena Bowl here next week. On behalf of Anthony Herron, Steve Pappen, and our entire crew, I'm Ari Wolf. Good night from Stockton.